Really nice job of catching, getting in the lane, getting the spot, runs in the NCAA tournament.
Boy, it's a great point. You want to see this game in March. Here's Brown Jr. off. We'll give you a look at the Kansas starting five here. Peterson will lift and hit it.
Right now, that has any experience as a rotation player for Kansas. And that's
35 games for Pat Kelsey last year. Brown Jr. trying to wriggle inside tonight, and Kansas off to an excellent start, 7-0.
Council
incoming players in the country, and one of the most highly recruited players in the country. And that one,
Con Knippel, who played last year at Duke.
Pretty
big
good
physical guard who can make shots.
Indeed,
plays really hard with really
more. But Pat Kelsey really likes his team a great deal.
Infectious when you watch him coach and practice.
Badunga gives it up. Nice swing into the corner. The long.
He said he needed to learn the discipline he tries to get his team to have, which I think was lofty goals that they always have competing for national championships.
Well, likes his team. He said we're certainly more athletic. They wanted to get more.
Maybe trying a little bit too hard, letting things. They need to slow down a step and let things happen.
He's mature beyond his years. And it's going to be a lot of fun as Peterson to slither inside.
He speeds, he changes directions, and he's a three-level scorer.
Conwell, a tuck drive, will take the foul.
Speeds, changes directions, does a nice job of reading the defense and creating some ability to change speeds and change direction. He can get downhill and get to the field.
Made 1 of 2 at the line. Peterson will lift, and a little bit too strong. He's back. Not many faces coming back for Louisville. Nice play here, run beautiful.
It's through him when he's on the floor. He averaged 4 assists a game at BYU and over 3 to 1 here, bro. It's stance, it's vision, it's positioning. But he's got like do the basics, bro. Is infectious, and these guys buy into it.
Khalifa will lift and knock it down.
That's a lot of experience, a lot of games, and an incredible amount of versatility.
The knee injury could be a real factor. He'll lift this one.
Got a little joker in his game right there. You help on the dribble handoff, he pops.
A lot of fun to chat with. You and I had a long chat with him before the game today. Out of the corner, McNair for the Cardinals. They're very cold out of the gate from three-point land. Nicely done underneath.
Like that, a little slip because they're going to switch that little wide pin down. But the offense has slowed down.
Starters, including the electrifying Chuck.
But was given a little bit more freedom.
Rosario with a miss from the corner.
Preparation, you're excited to put that uniform on for real for the first time.
Excited about it after what they accomplished last year, coming in ranked number 11, and they're going to take the lead. Now looking to do it at this level. Long one on the way, going to be short by Trey. Too much there.
He saw the play. The guy has incredible vision to see the play.
Peterson leaning into
Pat Kelsey, who understands. He becomes the energizer buddy off the bench. What a great pass. That's an example of it.
You see the fire there to Coach Kelsey. Early going, both coaches talked about it. For an exhibition like this, quick substitutions. Council leaning inside. It won't drop. He's going to have one of the oldest teams as well. Brown over the top. Long one for McNeely. Experience. Louisville with a couple of former pros on their roster. Trey White trying to get by McNeely, who ties him up, but he got free and laid it in. Junior trying to put his stamp on it. The dipsy-do that won't spin in. Trouble. White will fire and knock it down with a long three. Love the access there to just be able to. Can we do that all the time? Just walk up and talk to the head coach.
Usually I'm better.
Indiana State and Xavier. So yet another guy with tons of experience. Beautiful.
You're talking about a guy that redshirted last year. He was injured. 6'10", can step out, shoot the three.
He's one of the few returning faces for the Cardinals. Got a big hand in the pregame introductions.
And they've got a more difficult job because they really want to get scoring back up in college as well.
Yes, that's new. And you wonder how late in games that may really
perform. That guy plants that foot, picks the ball up. We're going to have some interesting endings.
Count 2-3.
Yeah, and again, I'm not big on coaches' polls. I'm not big on.
That's right. Kansas was the preseason #1 last year. That one answer. And Peterson did go head-to-head at the high school level. Brown Jr. had 29.
He's got to just take a deep breath and enjoy the moment and let it come.
Peterson leading all scorers with 10. Touch, draws the double, and threw it away. Rogers stepped in. Nice pick and drive for two. The handoff for Peterson. for the big man, and
draw a second defender and make a play.
It looked like he was going to transfer last spring. He was
move up on that scout report. You got to be consistent. You got to be an everyday guy.
Well, he gives it up. Conwell will fire.
He's going to make shots.
So far, 1 for 9 from 3, and McDowell gives it up for Rosario. Now into the corner, the long one.
A lot of growth.
And Bill making his way back after a heart procedure. That one knocked out. Louisville trying to get it downstairs. A turnover. Peterson steps back, a 3. Yes!
This investment this past year, coming in recruiting.
Very serious answer. Conwell off the mark from distance, down 30-18. And a long one coming, but that won't fall tonight.
But that's a good open jumper in transition. Last year, he only scored about 9 points in transition playing at University.
Named Big 12 preseason freshman of the year. Coach pointed out who can really hit those shots. Nice move underneath there by Conwell. The senior knocked out of his hands. He was able to retain possession. That shot off the front of the iron won't drop the ball.
So they can test shots.
Khalifa with the bounce speed, and McNeely tied up. Takes a bump there from Brown Jr. Shot clock down to 5. The spin, tried the window. And
exhibition games, these guys now, they're thrown right into the fire. They're just happy that
high-level exhibition games, which are really fun games to watch. I realize they don't get a chance to see them in a little bit of a preview. Peterson off the fake, and a foul by
It's a little bit different, so there's so many things. How you going to come out at halftime, how you going to come out to warm for those dudes can flat hoop.
Conwell trying to make a move. Peterson commits the foul.
He gets to play like that. What do you want to do? You want to run him off the three-point line. Well, you know, they've run him off the three-point line, but he's enough
for the game to say hi to Seth. He leaned on our table, which isn't supposed to move 3 feet. On the attack, White to the other side of the iron and tipped up and in.
Getting to the offensive glass.
He originally committed earlier this summer to NC State back in June, but changed his mind. Who's coming from the crowd? As the season moves along, I think you're not going to hear those anymore as fans become more.
This is a better rule. What are we trying to do? We're trying to create more scoring in our game.
Indeed, a whistle underneath. Points a game as a high school senior and an electrifying player.
Speed, changes direction, a big-time three-point shooter who could also get down.
And I think about 100 other schools. 37-26. Shot clock down to 3. Here's Council Jr. and can't hit it. First half here at the Yum Center. Long one coming, but not there for Brown Jr. Stairs, and once again, a loose ball and
catches and pushing that Louisville offense out one step.
Council Jr. nice decision himself and drops in 2. McNeely open to swish it in.
In transition, Louisville will be an excellent three-point shooting team.
Council nifty move. He'll draw the whip. It's not being played that way, not being coached that way. And look at his numbers. Number 1 ranked freshman to play for Bill Self. On our list, all right, back for Brown Jr. straight on. Got a good look, couldn't hammer that. Tiller at 6'11", just gave it up. Peterson again. Here's his 3. Yes!
How?
Here at the Yum Center for him. Woolley denied. Tiller with the rejection.
The ball guard, they're playing through him. Now I'm going to have to do a little homework at halftime.
I look forward to that.
I like that.
Here in the first half, he is lighting it up.
To me, he's a silent assassin because if you watch him.
Peterson to the baseline. Shot clock inside 10. Peterson again. A lot of blocks. Led Kansas in blocks last year. Peterson another one. Wide open. Rogers. Final seconds. Gives it up. Conwell lifts. He can't hit it.
He was a good shooter, not a great shooter. This guy's efficiency is ridiculous.
Council airborne and can't hit that. Up the basketball in second half. Council Jr. up top. White going down low. Looking for the quick strike. Sides. Brown Jr. hesitating. Got the pass off for Conwell on the drive. Pass Peterson. You mentioned how much work they have to do, losing 4 starters. We mentioned Chucky Hepburn, of course.
Coming up with a big rebound, coming up with a steal, running the floor, getting to the offensive glass.
Peterson got tied. Louisville 18-2 in the ACC last season to midcourt. Rosario. White gives it up. Rosario long distance, no.
It's great for college basketball. Not so good for your sleeping habits.
On the reset, here's Council Jr. Mid-range, but short. But he'll go right back up and in for.
But this is an exhibition game.
Inbounded for Council Jr. Then he will. Tiller handing off for Council Jr. Back to him. Little give and go. And Conwell picked up his third foul for the Cardinals. And Tiller drops in. And Bill Self says he's a pro right now.
He's the biggest. He is the biggest X factor.
Trying to get downstairs. It got free up top. Peterson. He's trying to. Peterson looking for the baseline inside close. Returning starter at the line. 12 points, 7 rebounds a game. And drops in. And makes the pair. Rosario off to White. And a whistle and out. Rogers out high. Lost the dribble. Tipped around. Nearly stolen away. Khalifa lost it. Peterson comes away. He's on the attack. He'll slam it in transition. Back to Council in the corner, but not there. Now Louisville will not wait. That one off the mark by Roots. So get a second effort. McNeely's triple. No. And the spin to follow.
All freshman of the year, 18 points a game, impacted the game a lot of different ways. This is a different stage.
Things you talked to him about, even as you were recruiting him, about, hey, this is going to be different.
Well, it's going to be 10 points a game last year.
And big time. And a slam here.
They got to rotate, and that opens up a really nice cut.
Conwell straight on, in and out. Boys points. Drive and a dish. Tiller on the baseline, though. White came in.
And McDowell has been pretty solid for Kansas.
Jackson, a guy who missed last season with foul trouble for Kansas. A slam going high and air fake. Badunga on the attack. Spins. Got it up there short. They'll get a second chance. Here's Brown. Got it. So 57-46. We'll see if that brings him to life. Jackson off the window, but no. And draw third foul to send Jackson to the stripe. Now Marco Jackson drops in the.
This is a great game for them to get their rhythm and get game action with
Kansas. Junior going. Off the dribble. Off the iron. Fouls. Ugress. Conwell. And McDowell trying to hold him up. Glad it kind of made it, but what a throw for him. And he's such a electric.
But a following year after that, Pat took a year away from coaching to try to prioritize he's had, but how he's had this success by pouring into his teams, pouring into the community.
To bring back the Ville. Nearly on the drive and spin, left it short, and a whistle.
Because of how aggressive they've played him and physical they've been with him. But this guy here, he's a world-class year, especially with the spacing they play with.
Made 1 of 2, 14 a game left. McDowell. Hard drive, good stop. It's 11 from Berlin, Germany. Woolley, yes, a 3 from him.
You've got to react and respond.
Badunga with the dribble now, getting inside for
play last year. Played on balance, came to a stop, did a nice job of pivoting. That was a big-time play.
Here's Brown Jr., and that didn't.
You got to be fresh to play.
Pull up pop, that won't drop.
Rogers is giving them very good minutes, good energy. Not there though.
Yeah, the travel.
And can they get some inside scoring? Good back cut right there.
Rosario can't finish around the iron. Here's Brown Jr., another one that won't. 9 minutes to go, and he's going to hobble off.
The defender.
Now Marco Jackson at the line for Kansas. Superb passer. Drops that one downstairs. It's going to roll to the baseline.
He's a 3-level scorer and a big-time player. Problem, Vanal Lubin, a front court player, multifaceted, and those guys up front.
Been dominating this thing. And a pick. Stolen away. Kansas gets it to White. He will slam it.
Can defend multiple positions, gets to the offensive glass, can initiate the
conference. They recognize that. That's going to, be a big investment.
The culture of college basketball and the business of college basketball has changed. And if you're going to want to maintain
most of the nights since they got the whole 9-0, came back, took the lead
on the passer.
And now we'll see him at the foul line. In and out on the first list there as a senior. And this is the pair.
Defensive game play in the second half's done a good job of making it hard for Peterson. That's an offensive foul.
They'll get Peterson and picked off. Once again, it's Bryson Tiller who's had an outstanding second half. He'll lay it in before coming to Kansas. A 7'3" wingspan and a 3-2 and a number of harassing opportunities. Here's Brown Jr. straight on, but no.
Close out. Putting the ball on the floor.
Council Jr. Dipsy-do and a foul. At 7 o'clock on ESPN2. Peterson with a hold. He'll pick up the foul.
Barnes has freed him up. Jacoby Gillespie. We talk about Natum. Jacoby Gillespie.
From Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We'll drop that in. Never got there. Brown Jr. will draw the foul before the shot.
A bit better base and a little stronger. He's going to be fine. I mean, if you're watching this game and you're a Louisville, Pat Kelsey has a saying in practice: action over action over action. If you're
Jackson, 6'3" sophomore. I don't have half that much energy. And where do they plug him?
Worry about getting hurt? He goes, when I get hurt, that's when I'll stop doing it. I mean, he is the same.
Year number 1. I tried to ask him about that and about the satisfaction
back from last season's team.
Yeah, that's right. Brown again with a miss. It's always a pleasure. I don't get to work with you enough, but I see you every single night.
Exactly.
No, it's a great thrill to be able to work with you.
It's probably good and bad. And I'm sure that the Tron is an incredible communicator. He experienced
had a dynamite career. Council off the dribble, got it back, fired it up, in and out. 3.5 to go. Step back and he fires.
That's just a bad.
Youngster 1 for 14. Gonna keep on firing it up. He'll switch that. 75-65. And up ahead for Tiller. And a slam by the
The clay being molded. It's not where you are now, it's kind of where you're going.
Brumig swatted away by Tiller, who continues to have a terrific second half with the 3-point.
He hasn't had as much impact on this game, and I'm not talking.
Bill Self, 32 seasons and a Hall of Fame career, 22 at Kansas. Rogers on the baseline and a foul.
This is a great dress rehearsal. It's a fact-finding mission. You're learning more about yourself. You're getting it.
And the first one for the sophomore. Kansas continues to make their foul shots here down the stretch, and he point game on the drive. Nice little spin, but left it short. And another whistle. Last year, about this time a year ago, and I mentioned that to Ali is Egypt. What's the matter with you? And I said, well, we wanted to see the pyramids.
Days where teams all wore the same color shoes.
I do. Wasn't that long ago. I also remember this ago, originally committed to Kansas, only to decommit a couple of months later, then went before coming here to Kansas to play for Coach.
I think it's very important for him to have a good season.
Hadley will drop in.
Good post up right there. Good job.
And up and in by Tiller.
I was at practice the other day, and he's been very good today.
Offensively and defensively.